What would an auction be without a John Deere 4020? This year we've had lots of them. I could almost do a year-end compilation on just 4020s. There's been so many. And I might. Red guy, but I know other people like John Deere's, and the 4020 is one of John Deere's best, let's face it. Here's a John Deere, one of many. This has been painted. Don't know what this is. It's probably I don't think it's a 3020, is it? I'm not a John Deere expert. I don't mind green, but as you can see, it's dinged a bit. 18434s. 4020, there you go. It's a 4020, it's a 6-cylinder in it. There you go, 4020 with standard tread fenders and standard front axle. The 4020 standard with a loader. Here's another 4020. This one looks a little better, like there's a little ding on here, but for the most part it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure this is a 4020. This one's got big rubber on them. It's got 23 130 Titans, and that's common for a standard tractor. 806s do too. Drawbar looks like it doesn't have a lot of wear on it. Nice tractor, actually. I don't mind it at all. Here's a 4020 John Deere. I think they got this, I'm not sure, but I think they got this listed as dead, and I don't know why. This is a nice 4020, a real nice 4020, a way better 4020 than anything that was that old, actually. It's a nice straight tractor with a loader or some description on it. It says not running, but I don't understand why. It needs a little work, but this is a nice tractor. This is a real nice 4020. 18434, good rubber. It's got a few little checks in it, but it's still good rubber. This is a real nice 4020. This tire is good. I don't know what kind of a loader is. Nice fronts. If you want a 4020 project tractor, this is a good one. This is a real good 4020 as far as straight goes. Says 0380.3. Turn this to the left because this stupid camera don't focus right. My GoPro went dead. Well, what would an auction be without a 4020? This year we've had a lot of 4020 every auction so far. This one I think is one of the best ones. Actually, it's got an allied loader on it. Front's a little ding, but the rest of it's pretty decent. It's not nearly as rough as the other ones we saw, actually. 18434 tires is pretty typical for a 4020. Yeah, this is a nice looking John Deere, actually. Got new front tire on it. Hydraulic self-level. It's got a Leon grapple on this bucket. I just look inside the cab on this thing. Seat's nice in it. $9,416.8 hours. There you go. If you're a green guy, this tractor could be for you. Here's a 4020 right here, I believe. Paint, of course, it's been sitting out, but overall, the tin is not terrible. It needs a little straightening, but it's not terrible. It had a loader on it. This is a loader for him. Truck tire on the front. These are 18434s, and like there's There's definitely checks in it, but the tires are serviceable. Like they'll run a long time. Get on this tractor. It's got dual remotes on the back. I don't know how long it's been since this tractor is running. It looks like it's been sitting for a while, but it's definitely a good core. 4,909 hours, 0.9. So 4,910. So it's probably not in that bad a shape. It looks good. It doesn't look good, but it's because of the rust. But it's, as far as restorability goes, it's there. Restorability is there on this tractor. It's a good core, and if it runs, it'd be a good. I think it'd be a good tractor. I really do. This tire looks really good. There again, light checks on it, but this tire has lots of life in it yet. It's not. I'm certainly not worried about it. Here was his loader tractor. This is a John Deere 4020, and has to be expected. The front end's a little rough, but he had this tractor running, and it ran nice. John Deere 146 loader on it. Tires are wider. I think they're 9.5L 16s or something like that, or 15s. Fenders are, this fender's a little rough. 18.434 rears, and they're serviceable. Like, they'll run. But he had this running. It runs nice. I know the tractor. I've seen him run it. It's got dual remotes on the back. The bees are trying to nest in here, but see if it. 1,000 hours is what it shows, so it's probably been around once, would be my guess. And there's the 18, like the 10's a little rough on it, but it did run nice. I know that runs because I've seen him run it. This tire's better. It's got little checks in it, but it's still very serviceable. So there you go, there's a 4020 loader tractor. Here's a 4020, this one's a decent tractor. Somebody put big tires, it's got 1116s on the front. I didn't know they made 6-bolt rims that big. This is actually fairly straight tractor. There's a couple dings here, but it's easy to pound them out. It's not bad at all. I'm sure he used this tractor. I'm pretty sure he ran this tractor a lot. This looks like this is a real good tire. Like, it's not brand new, but a real good 18.434. Like, I'd say tread life is probably about 70% on the tires, and there's no checks in them, so they'll run a long time. 7,441.3 hours on it. And the 10 is straight on this tractor. Like the other 4020s were a lot rougher. This one's the best one as far as straight goes. And this tire looks as good as the other one. It's set up for duals. And a few little fuel leaks that need attention. And the oil leaks, but I think that's mainly fuel. Actually, probably out of the fuel pump. So there you go, 4020 diesel. And this one's a decent one. Here's another 4020. This tire's bad. It's got a boot in it, I think. 1116s on the front. There's a later 4020 like Cliff's loader tractor was. Front end's it's not that bad for straight. It's a little bit rough, but not terrible. I don't know what the heck they did to the frame there. It's a bit beat up on the front. I guess I'm pretty sure this is a loader tractor. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. 18434 rears. Looks like really nice Firestone tires to me. Dual remotes on the back. Need the seat. It's a little bit rotten. I don't know if you can see this at 6573.4 is what I see. Need the battery cover. This fender's not too bad. They both need straightening. They're both rough. The fenders are actually both fairly rough on it, but they'd straighten out, I think. Another nice tire here. That front one's really good. There's a brand new front tire. The rubber's good except for the one that has the boot on. And on this side, the hood looks rougher too. So it's not an overly straight tractor, but it's a 4020. And you can tell they must have run the loader loose or something to crack the frame like that. So there's a 4020 for you if you want one. Here's a 4020 John Deere again with an allied loader. It's got a bale fork on it. Front end's a little rough, which is usually, hood's got some dings in it. This had a cab and they cut it off. 18434 tires. They're very serviceable. Like, they're checked a little bit, but they're not bad. The 1016 front, that's so at best. That front is so at best. That front is cracked worse. It's not. This one's not. This one's also so at best. This 18434. This one's got dual remotes on the back. Nice seat on it. 9,839, I guess. I'll go 9,840. Let's round it up. What would an auction be without a John Deere 4020? This year we've had lots of them. I could almost do a year-end compilation on just 4020s. There's been so many, and I might. Red guy, but I know other people like John Deere's, and the 4020 is one of John Deere's best. Let's face it. It's got brand new tires, 184R34s, like on it. There are some checks because this tire isn't as good, but it's still the tread's there, just cracked a bit more, and I think that those lines are probably from chains. Zero 524.3, so I assume the hour meter's been over once, and on the 4020 that's not gonna hurt anything. It's fairly straight. The hood's not perfect, but it is fairly straight. There's no doubt about it. It's got dual remotes on the back, 2-speed PTO. Yeah, this is not a radio on this side, but the tread's still good. Just cracked pretty good. Still got a generator on it despite having the new style fenders. So there's a 4020 for you. There's a John Deere 4020. It's got a John Deere emblem on the loader, but I'm not so sure that is a John Deere loader. 68 it says, 68 4020 standard. Carol Sinclair is the lady who's 3,170 hours. I'm not sure if that's right. This has been repainted, but it is a nice looking 4020. They changed the seat on and stuff. It's got 18 434 rears, and they're serviceable. God drawbar, dual sets of hydraulics, two remotes. This tire's not as good, but there again it's serviceable, just cracked more. Yeah, I hope she does good with this tractor. It's a nice 4020, and it's painted nice and stuff, so there's a 4020 for somebody.